Say you're having a house extension and you find out that it needs piling. When you ask why, they say that it's because the ground is of poor quality. Lucky for you, this video is going to explain everything you need to know about poor ground, piling, and how to get out of the ground fast. Trying to build on poor ground is a disaster waiting to happen. It's unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about that. So let's go through a few reasons why the ground might be unsuitable to build on. Soft compressible soil types, things such as peat, which is organic matter similar to like moss and leaves. It's partially decomposed and it's compacted down layer upon layer for thousands of years. Clay is another issue that you might run into, but we have a separate video entirely for that because there's a little bit more to it. Another thing that constitutes poor ground is made ground or fill, which is pretty much as it sounds. It's non-natural. It could be made up of any sort of old building materials or loose rocks, bricks, things like that from the house's original foundations when it was built. The issue with stuff like this is that it's not compacted at all, so it can't hold a lot of weight. So how do we solve this poor ground problem? There are a few solutions that we could look into. First one being relocating the actual extension. If there's poor ground in one area, why don't we move the extension to another part? Of course, that means redesigning everything and starting from scratch. Secondly, we could try mass excavation. We could get all of that poor ground excavated out and then build up from there. But that will cost a lot of money and that will take a long time to do as well. There is a third option that I think is the most cost-effective and the quickest, and that's piling. Piling specialists will come in and they'll have these big, long steel casings. They'll take a pneumatic mole and they'll drive these steel casings down into the ground until they finally reach that good, solid, virgin soil layer. When they do that, they repeat the process for all of the piles that are designed for your property. And then what you have is stilts going all the way down to solid ground that you can now concrete and make part of your foundations. So once the piles have all been driven, you install the ring beam, which looks like this. They're essentially just long steel beams. They get dropped into the trench and then tied to the piles so that when it comes time for concrete, you can go ahead and pour the whole thing, and this acts like a skeleton to add structural soundness. The final stage of any foundations job is the concrete. This is a concrete truck. It consists of mixing cement, stone, sand and water to create concrete. The higher the cement content, the stronger the grade of concrete. We tend to use C35 or higher for anything foundations. And if we can help it, we'll always call Rhino Concrete. Before watching this video, poor ground conditions was probably quite a daunting factor for your project. We hope that's no longer the case and that we've given you some clarity on the matter. If you would like a free site inspection and a free quotation, give Rhino a call. Thanks for watching.